Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Today we have a car full. We have Candace and Lonnie. They're visiting from Louisiana. They made the drive a couple of days ago. We've been hanging out with them. And the big thing that we're doing is garage sailing pretty much every day. So that's what we do. Yesterday we went out and didn't do any filming, but at the first sail, Candace spotted a low bunk bed with stairs. I'll put a picture here so you guys can see it. We were looking for one of these for Darcy and Sawyer because ever since Darcy heard that there were going to be bunk beds, she has been wanting bunk beds. So we had decided for Christmas and birthday that we would do that. Needs a little bit of love. Need to paint it white. Right now it's black, so it doesn't match, and that bothers me. Probably shouldn't. Oh, we found some Air Jordans for Darcy.
Yep.
$2, and they are so awesome. I even showed them to Miss A, and she was excited and like really proud that Darcy's gonna be rocking the Jordans.
Now she can dunk a basketball.
And yeah, now we need to sign her up, for a team. So today, have we found anything substantial today?
Yeah, I got a compound bow.
A compound bow.
Yeah, I got a Coleman diamond cooler.
Wait, can we call you Katniss?
No, I'm sure I can't actually do anything with it besides sell it.
Okay. Johnness. What have you guys found?
I found a bark controller.
A bark? Bark.
Yeah, Lonnie barks too much, so
Yes.
Candace is gonna
Hanging
say
this in the backyard, and it does something when it
Oh,
senses
that's
a dog.
cool.
barking. So,
That's
I
neat.
don't know. That's all I bought so far.
Yeah, and I just got some little vintage Santas I collected.
Look at how cute that is.
It's like we got 2 more to go to.
And gonna have to put y'all on pause because we're at some sales. Good morning.
We use that bench for anything?
The kitchen table.
It's
not that long, though.
I don't think it's long enough.
Well, we could put a chair. I hate the bench we have. I don't know. I like it. We would just have to do the top of it.
Yeah. Would you take 5 for your sled?
Sure, why not?
Oh my goodness. We have to get that for Sawyer, right?
You can't wear a mask though, can you?
Yes, we
Thank you,
can.
sir.
The mouth part is open.
Look at that. Oh, it's 5. How much are your DVDs?
I haven't decided yet. It's negotiable. Probably, I don't know, we can go $3 a piece right now. And 5 for the Blu-ray.
Quite a collection. All right, so I just found something for Miss A. Probably unnecessary, but it will jazz up her Xbox controller. Has like the little screws that you can replace, and it's something that she can take with her. All right, so we've had some pretty good luck this morning at the big neighborhood sale.
Filled the van.
Filled the van.
Yeah.
It's now empty though because we're on our way to a mansion sale. 11,000 square feet.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been to one before.
This is
I don't know if it's just the garage or if it's gonna be in the house too. Like if they're gonna let riffraff like us go into there.
I would love like a tour. What if I just pretend to get lost? Like, oh,
Is this where the garage sale is? In the living
Looking for
room?
the garage.
So it's a little bit later. We kind of anticipated that a lot of people would be coming to this sale first, so that's why we started at the neighborhood and knocked all that out. So we're gonna check this out, and then afterwards we are going to Skyline because these two from Louisiana like have got to try our staple, which is Skyline. So
Skyline chili for those of you watching that
Skyline
don't know what
chili.
we're talking
Chili
about.
on spaghetti.
we've talked about it before. Yeah, we've talked about it before on the channel. Skyline versus Gold Star and stuff like that. But we're gonna take them to Skyline since that's kind of like the staple. And we're picking up Miss A because she loves eating out. So. mansion sale was not super exciting.
No.
Kind of a disappointment. But now we picked up Miss A and we are heading to Skyline.
We did go by the
fill our
Tesla
bellies.
dealership.
Yes, we stopped at the Tesla dealership because I actually didn't film there, but Lonnie had put down $100 on the new like Tesla car that they're, or truck, the Cybertruck that they're still making. So we stopped in there. It was interesting. They're very, very minimalistic. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, you don't have buttons and all
There's
this stuff.
Yeah, there's just one screen.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild, pretty wild. Anyway, so we stopped there, but now we are about to have a feast at Skyline. It's gonna be delicious.
And a small 3-way.
No onions, no mustard?
No mustard on the counter.
And no onion?
Thank you, John.
Do you want onion?
Okay, I want to get a small 3-way with habanero, and then I want a coney also. But with
Everything?
Yeah,
Mustard and onion?
yeah,
And you want
Ooh,
habanero
dairy.
on your crowding too.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. You can do that.
So today has been a lot of fun, and tonight is kind of like an adult, almost like a double date. So it's gonna be John and I, Lonnie and Candace, and then my sister and brother-in-law. We're all going out to dinner. It's an outdoor restaurant. We went there for our wedding anniversary, so if you've been watching for a while, it'll look a little bit familiar. But it's a local vineyard, and they do like a buffet, and you throw your stuff on the grill, and it's just like a cool atmosphere, and the weather is going to be beautiful. And I'm about to get ready. While I get ready, I wanted to talk to you guys about something that you guys have asked about in the past, and that's involving kids who are in foster care and babysitting and childcare and stuff like that. So this is definitely one of those situations where it is it depends moment. Different states, different counties, different agencies, different kids are going to come with, you know, a number of variables. And so you'll definitely want to ask your agency or county. And I do just want to mention, like, most of the information that, you know, we're sharing in this channel is information that we either received in our training, we have asked our agency, or we've learned from experience. So for those of you who might feel like, you know, you don't know what you're doing going into it, they definitely answer a lot of questions in training, so don't feel like you have to know everything before you start the process. So on a night like tonight, where typically John and I would be getting like a babysitter for the kids, we would have a member of our family come, or we would you know, contact someone that we know who has watched the kids before. What we have to ask ourselves is, you know, based on the child who's in our home, does that person need to be background checked and fingerprinted, which is for our agency what makes sure that if a child who's in our care is alone with another adult, they should be background checked and fingerprinted at the agency. Now, what's interesting is that that same child, under prudent parenting and normalcy, can go over to a friend's house, and that family, the parents, wouldn't necessarily need to be background checked or fingerprinted. So it can get confusing, and honestly, if you have a traditional, what they call a traditional versus a therapeutic child, most of the time, I would think that it would fall under prudent parenting, and so you could have someone come and babysit who is not necessarily background checked and fingerprinted if you trust that person, if they've been around, and that sort of thing. But for us to be safe, we do have John's mom, and John's mom has gone through those hoops, along with the hoops to become a respite provider, which means that she's able to babysit the two kids and be safe to be with Miss A. What's also interesting is that, you know, Miss A can be, you know, left home alone. You know, she is 15 years old. She is a kid who you know, doesn't have behaviors that would warrant us from not allowing that to happen. So it's interesting that, you know, you can actually take your kids. So like if we were to have an issue, we could actually take our kids to somebody else's home for them to be watched. And then Miss A can actually just stay here by herself and just hang out and play games until we get back. People have also asked if Miss A can babysit our kids, and this is something that we've answered in the past. She is not allowed. So again, in our area, there's a rule that, you know, a child who is in your care, they are not allowed to watch, babysit your other kids. And this is something that's unfortunate, especially for us, because Miss A has expressed, you know, wanting that added responsibility, wanting to, you know, be able to care for kids. It would be really easy for us to be able to pay her like we would any babysitter. Unfortunately, I think there's just been so many situations in the past where, you know, foster parents have taken advantage of this, and they might have had, you know, kids who are in their care watching their children instead of, you know, taking the kids to a daycare or babysitter and not paying the child. It's not a development opportunity. It's not, you know, a life skill. It's, you know, really just taking advantage of the child. So because of that, that is something that we just, you know, we have to get a typical babysitter. And when she goes home, you know, some people have even asked, like, well, when she goes home, could she come and babysit? And yeah, absolutely. What's difficult about that is because we live, you know, so far away, it's probably not practical, but there might be opportunities where, you know, she comes and visits us, and maybe John and I would go out to dinner, but honestly, we'd probably just want to spend time with her. So that probably wouldn't work out in like a babysitting way. So I'm just gonna finish up getting ready so that we can go out for dinner tonight. Should be a pretty good time. I was able to get a bottle of their local wine. John has a nice beer. And this is gonna be a really nice night where we're just people, we're humans. We're not attached to kids for a night. Go wild.
Crazy.
And they have music. They have music. There's a band setting up. That's like an added bonus. This is really exciting.